Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Saltsea Chronicles. We need to get an anchor for our boat, and it looks like we might have to play some spoils for it. That's just what I'm guessing, looking at the scene before us. So let's talk to Philpot and see what he really wants. No time to trade. The players eye each other over the cards. The air is thick with tension. Molpe clears her throat. May I ask, shh. A player carefully lays down a card. His opponents nod appreciatively. We're looking for, shh. We need you, not until the game's over. The spectator shakes his head, muttering about interruptions. Ade gurgles indignantly. This game could take hours. Patience is called for. Let's see about that storehouse then. Okay, so we're not getting our anchor now, are we? We need to go steal something. The night creatures. Deciding on a confident approach, Molpe strides up to the guard, who, I'm noticing has a literal ace up his sleeve. I wonder what that could be, representing in terms of what tricks he might have. Other than just literally saying that he's a tricky spoils player. Deciding on a confident approach, Molpe strides up to the guard.
Listen.
We need to access the storehouse. Ade cuffs authoritatively. Ahem. Not a chance. You're not from the thing. He folds his arms and leans back in his seat. Challenge or doubt? Why not? Dangerous goods. Need to keep them out of the wrong hands. Come on, what could be so dangerous? You know, flood stuff. Maybe even parts of an engine. Call it silliness or call them stories. Well, in Molpe's mind, stories are silly, so... Okay, Neshko. Neshko jumped in instead. I make my rationalizations for which choices I made, make knowing full well that the game is ready to pull a fast one on me and make what actually happens not something that I expect. Which, could get irritating for some, not having full control over which dialogue options you actually choose, like not being fully informed as to what you're choosing. I do kind of wish it would at least tell me, okay, which crew member is going to speak if I choose this option. Even if it doesn't necessarily say what they're going to say. But I can go with the flow and embrace the unexpected nature of these dialogue options. It kind of replicates how it feels to be in a large conversation with multiple people, I guess. An engine. Peopled Vondre has a story about those. Huge beasts of iron and smoke striding across the oceans. Ade growls from their sling. The guard's eyes, however, light up. You know People Vondre? Not personally, but his almanac is quite the work of genius. And have you read Oceans of the Heart? What a tale. Molpe eyes the guard thoughtfully. Should I seek it out? It'll keep you up all night. I heard he was writing more. I'd give anything to find out what happened to Anika. I spotted something back at the Galleria that might help us here. Philpot may have finished his game now, too. Molpe clears her throat. Thanks, friend. We'll leave you be. Alright. So what was at the Galleria? Alright, we can go to the Chandlery again. And the Galleria was over here. A useful book. There's a curious book on the shelves, but the dream selling Annette is in the way. When she's awake, it'll be worth a look. Okay. So we need to wait until Philpot is deep in his cards. Molpe noted the storehouse guard's literary interests in spite of possible distraction. Okay. And that's all that's for. So Annette is still asleep. We'll have to wait until she's awake. But now we can talk to Philpot. A weighty trade. The silence in the chandlery is thick and potent. The four spoils players eye each other across the wooden table. It's the last trick, and there's only one card left to play. It's Philpot's, and he's taking his time. His face is completely impassive. Don't heckle him. We need something from him. It's all hanging on this last card. Anything but an ace, and Philpot's sunk. Those are tough odds. But you know what they say. If you think a game's over, you're set to be spoiled. That why they call it that? Quiet. Apologies. Philpot looks around the other players. He lays down his card. There's a moment of stunned silence, and then the room erupts in cheers. The ace of shells! Philpot folds his arms and grins. His opponents stare in disbelief. It's all over. Does that mean we can finally talk? The morning eases into day. Anchors away. Their game over, the players are packing up their cards, too dejected and too triumphant. Molpe clears her throat, glancing over at the fine anchor adorning the chandlery wall. Philpot spreads his arms magnanimously. Another victory! They always think they can take me, and they always learn their lesson. Ade burbles their heartfelt congratulations. Molpe dabs at the jewel on her shoulder. What do you need? Our ship is without anchor. Bereft. Sailed all the way here without an anchor? I'd wager that's the tale for the moons. He gestures at the gleaming anchor on the wall. Old Beauty's a fine piece. It'll take a lot for me to part with him. So haggle. But what is a lot, and what is a little? That anchor's a lot, you see? Big, shiny, valuable. Often the smallest things carry the most meaning. Is he always like this? It seems so. Go high, we need this. I've a rare Narmeister helm I can give you, one of a kind, full of the ancient legends of the roost. Oh, Iris liked that. Looks a bit moldy. Each spot of age is just another sign of its venerable power. Aye, all right. It'll look good on the wall anyway. I'll send a couple of young ones along with the anchor. May the winds always give you such a fair deal. Molpe turns to Neshko. That's all sorted. Time to check out the Galleria. What's that, friend? Molpe blushes. Time's wasting, is all I said. We need to be off. Calm seas, Philpot. No. I wish that hadn't been what we gave away. Iris might be sad. The chandlery rocks slowly in the late morning sun, the calm center of the float creaking merrily with the rise and fall of the sea. Worrisome gossip. Two of the card game spectators gossip under their breath. Neshko catches a word and listens in. Swears it's true. Flung them to the ground, breaking them clean in two. Disgusting. No wonder a swift exit followed, although I do hear they're a bit bizarre over on Alcazar. What did they do? Ade chuckles curiously. Well, never heard of again. Nikita, they say. A loud cough burst from Neshko. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. I was just absorbed in the game. Is he from Alcazar, perhaps? Ropes, rudders, sailcloth, lamps. The now risen sun lights the shelves of the chandlery, which overflow with all manner of useful boatware. We could play spoils, but I kind of want to look at everything there is to see first. A pair of noplings have burrowed their little nest into the decking. Unheavy metal. Neshko rummages through a pile of metal junk. A sharp edge nicks his hand. Ah! One must be careful when seeking treasures. Neshko puts his cut finger in his mouth. Prying killed the puckle. Geordie shrugs ruefully. And there's only so much order you can bring to Flotsam. The towering heaps of junk creak in agreement. Look! Molpe has pulled something from the stack, a crooked sieve with melted mesh. Junk or just what they need? It might work as a new antenna for the radio. Radio? You should try Seesaw for that. They're the experts. Molpe nods. If the tides take us that way. But right now we need to use whatever we find. Alright, we got something for Iris. The second day of the Great Snold Race, and Klippa has taken the lead by crossing the starting line. Okay. Not much of a lead, then. The Flotsam barge is where everything broken and washed up ends up eventually. Secrets for sale. A burly guard with suspicious eyes stands in front of a trapdoor. That's the storehouse. Kind of place you might keep confiscated goods. The guard watches the pair closely. Ade watches him in turn. This doesn't sit right. Alright. So Annette's over here, but we're not going to talk to her yet. Oh, Annette stopped us. Okay. Hi, Annette. Washed away. The Galleria's steward stands suddenly and grabs Molpe's arm. Her eyes are glazed. One ship's fate entwined with another. A terrible loss. She weeps on the shore. She still dreams sailing. She snaps back to reality again. Ade shuffles in their sling. Molpe is too shocked to speak. What does it mean? Friend, this matters a great deal. Can you explain? Annette wrings her hands, looking at Molpe. This dream was for you. It is not always a blessing. She looks directly into Molpe's eyes. I saw Maya. I saw a ship with indigo sails wrapped in a strange silence. And I saw death in its wake. Molpe looks away. Just a dream. Just a dream. I do not enjoy giving such news. Neshko turns to Annette, his eyes cold. Thank you for your information. While I was sailing, I felt someone in your crew can help with dreams. Even if they don't know it. We have a dream sailor in our midst. My money right now is on Iris, because they hate dream sailing so much, it's just gonna happen that they can do it too. Molpe looks away, swallowing, pushing down the feelings that threaten to overwhelm her. We don't have time for this. There's work to be done. Molpe, we can still... Time to move on, I said. The guides at the Grace can show the way, and I believe the ship has been there too. That's a lead, surely? Molpe is too distracted to answer. Annette looks down at her hands. A masterpiece? A mass of feathers and dried seaweed is worked into a peculiar sculpture. Is it art? Ade sneezes as a stray feather floats away. You're right, Ade. You can improve on it. Neshko stifles a chuckle. A bold attempt at, Attempt is the word. Neshko searches for something positive to say. He seems like the kind of guy who would do that. An expression of, thank you. Ade laughs as the artist pops up between them. That's exactly my style. A manifestation of my metaphysical response to my lost homeland. My exile expressed in this masterwork. Oh, so you were exiled. You didn't necessarily leave Simon because you hated him and hated Narfi. Ade giggles to himself. Exile. It's very striking. Stunned silence is a valid response. Annette clasps her hands together, gazing fondly at her own work. Annette offers ceremonial candles for every occasion. They look just like normal candles, but trade for 3 times as much. Molpe and Neshko rifle through Annette's small selection of print material. There's even 1 or 2 bound books, a rarity. Oh, that's interesting. Prince from Fort Alcazar, that place with all the crabs. Have you been there? Okay, so I'm getting the idea that Neshko is definitely from Alcazar. Tell her a partial truth. He nods silently, fidgeting with his beard. There's a story there, but Molpe lets it be. None of my business, of course. Turning away, Neshko carefully tucks the prints back in the pile. Completely fine. Molpe. Molpe frowns sharply. Neshko raises his hands in surrender. Look, you don't know me yet. And I don't know what Maya meant to you all. But if you wanted to talk, I would listen. Molpe is fine, or Molpe is completely fine. How deep in denial do we want to go? Let's go all the way. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. As Molpe turns to leave, Ade gives Neshko a mournful, knowing blink. I love you, Ade. Oh my god. Since we're already here talking to Annette, we might as well just get the book from her. Wave of the heart. Molpe, still a little distracted by Annette's dream, picks up a large book. It's stuffed with pressed seaweed bookmarks. Suddenly, her expression lightens. Yes! Oceans of the Heart, the second wave. A romance. It's a grand adventure. Some say the series is written by People Vandre himself. Using paper for stories always seemed like a waste to me. A short figure with wild, bushy hair knocks into Annette from behind. Please help! I need a candle! What kind, young one? Forgetting? I have just the thing. Right here. Annette opens a hatch and disappears into the hold. What is your name, anxious one? Kiddick! And what do you need to forget? Memories are precious, even the difficult ones. Everything, the lot. I just want it all sunk. I understand. I do understand. But you have to look to yourself for answers. Your memories, they are part of you. Part of your answers, too. Kiddick stares up at Neshko, eyes wide. Annette climbs back on deck and presses a purple candle into Kiddick's hand. Take this. Kiddick stares at Neshko for too long a second. Yes? It's you! Kiddick seems to snap out of it and darts away. Sail well, young one. Molpe shakes off the interruption. The book? Of course, take it. A gift? I've read it 3 times already, and treasures like that are for sharing. Molpe nods, tucking the book away.
Okay.
We'll be sure to pass it on. I reckon I know exactly who needs it. Neshko shakes his head ruefully. Alright, so hints as to Neshko's past. Let's look around a little bit more, play some cards, and then I think we will give the book to the guard. Beasts in search of a good home. Well trained, well behaved, well, Mostly. Water laps quietly against the many hulls of the float. Blast from the past. Neshko approaches the fabric stall. He runs his hands over the rich colors and patterns. Beautiful. The stallholder looks up, then drops their bolt of silk in shock. The color drains from Neshko's face. He shakes his head and slips quickly away. Uh-oh. This boat is full of ghosts for this guy. Lilik waves over to Molpe and Neshko. Listen, you didn't take a coin from Magna, did you? Oh, Molpe digs in her pockets, then holds up the little token. Oh, no, this is terrible. I thought it was just a bit of jewelry. Oh no, it's much more. Magna has been making hundreds of these, forcing people to take them, saying they can be traded for anything. She did seem to think they'd be useful. The thing about coins is that they're only valuable and tradable if everyone agrees that they're valuable and tradable. And if only one person is making currency and saying this can be useful, then it doesn't really mean much, does it? It's hoarding. You mean people might start trying to collect them? Exactly, hoarding. Hoarding brought the flood. It's just experimenting. That can't bring another flood. Molpe spins the token in her fingers, worried despite herself. Maybe you should take it. No, don't make me take it. Best just give it back to Magna. Show her she can't cause trouble like that. I don't know. Molpe shrugs uneasily and tucks it away in her pocket. Yeah, I get that. I think that the idea of currency isn't necessarily bad when you're talking about, like, oh, we used to use silver and gold and other precious metals like that as currency because people liked them. They were shiny and pretty, and that's why people wanted to have them. Now, we have coins and dollar bills and digital money that's not made of anything that people just agree to trade, not because they see any inherent value in the stuff that it's made of, just because other people tell them this is worth something, so you want it. And when there's nothing to get out of having that money except for power, that's when people start hoarding. I understand what Lilik is saying. In a world with no money, it seems like it would be pretty silly to introduce it if the world is going pretty swimmingly. The sea breeze rustles the rattle with a quiet whisper. We can't go back on the ship. Rapt attention. A long brown tendril reaches across the deck. It tickles Neshko's foot. He yelps and jumps away, eyes wide. Ugh! What is that? Molpe crouches down and looks at the tendril. It's only strangle-rack. Ade reaches out a hand, which Molpe bats away. The name is not reassuring. It's just curious, doesn't eat people or anything. Never heard of it eating people anyway. Just fish. Neshko stares at the weed. I would be scared of that. I don't know what's worse. Drowning in the dark, or being taken with no one noticing. He shudders. Molpe shrugs. It's useful stuff. Tight grip. Holds the bridge together. I think I will walk around it. Molpe stoops to examine some striking plants. Stems wind elegantly around sticks planted in the soil. But at the top of the stems, faces gaze back. That one wants to eat you. I believe it. I find that revolting. Neshko grimaces, stepping back from the plants. Unsettling. His eye is caught by one of them. That one even looks like... Molpe grins in realization. It's Merle! That one looks like Merle, I see. The plant scowls at the suggestion, which only deepens the impression. A dark look crosses Molpe's brow. What is it? What if we find ourselves in here? Yikes. Acquire taste. Neshko breathes in and smacks his lips. Sweet, but also spicy. Ah. And now, fresh? As if the scent is tuning into us? Molpe breathes in, closing her eyes. It is. Ade giggles softly. But we're not staying. And yet. Molpe gives in. It really is hard to resist. The plant's strange leaves shimmer in the hot air. Molpe, eyes still closed, reaches for the plant. Step away this instant. They step back, shocked. It's trying to enthrall you. Touch it and it'll snap. Okay. So I was looking at it like, that's some Audrey 2 looking shit. And it was. It was gonna try and bite me. Alright. Let's play some cards. Bidding and hoarding? Genius. Table's free now. Want a game? I would enjoy that. Molpe frowns, but sits nevertheless. New tutorials unlocked. What are they? About hoarding. In this scenario, your team is losing by a large margin. However, the game has a special rule that will let you reverse your fortunes. If the round ends with a winning score of 100 or more points, a reversal will take place, awarding the winning team 0 and the losers 100 points. If you play the next few tricks carefully, you can increase Merle and Iris' score past 100 points and trigger the hoarding rule. Play the card which will give your opponents the most points. Okay, with this card, your team loses a trick. Try to deliberately lose points for the rest of the round to trigger the hoarding rule. Good luck! Alright. We lost! Yay! Easy peasy. Hoarding. Alright. And what about bidding? And spoils, the sweeper suit is selected before each round through a bidding phase. Each player reveals exactly one card during the bidding round, and all stay revealed until the end of bidding. Bidding starts with the dealer, randomly selected before each round, and then moves clockwise. The dealer is Merle, who played 10 of shells. The suit of the revealed card signifies the suit in which the player wants to bid. The point value of the card is the amount the player added to the bid for that suit. This means they bid 2 points for the shell suit. Stu played 4 of stars, bidding 4 points for stars. At the end of bidding, each suit's points are tallies. The suit with the most points becomes the sweeper suit for this round. All points count towards the suit's total regardless of which team bids them. If there is a tie, the next round will be played with no sweeper suit. Okay, so now we're tied. Alright, so we want stars. Great job. Stars is a super suit. The player with the highest rank value card in the super suit leads the first trick. That's you. Alright. Oh, we gotta play a whole round? Dang. Okay. I guess that wasn't a house rule on Yarfy. That the highest card goes to the person who lost. I thought that was the house rule, but I guess it wasn't. Alright. I think my team is gonna lose. I'm still not good at this game. Come on, Iris. Hurry up. Yeah. Oh no, I gave them 11 points. I forgot. I guess I'll play my king. Oh dear, a misstep. Yay, Stu. Thanks for getting us 2 whole points. Okay. I think I want to put a few points in for us. Yes. Alright. That was a really lucky round for us. Oh my god. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Please don't take us over 100, Stu. Alright. After this round, I'm gonna finish the tutorial and just go on to, like, regular play. I don't want to do, like, an entire game. Unless the tutorial round is literally just a round, then it's fine. Ooh! Yay! Okay. Now let's just play the game. We're Molpe and Neshko going against Philpot and Brond. Bidding phase. Alright, do I bid first? I don't really care that much. I guess I want to put in whichever I have the most of, which would be stars. Okay. Stars is a sweeper. Alright. Good momentum. We started off strong. Alright, I'm worried about hoarding, so I'm not gonna play this just yet. Ah. Well, at least I stopped them from getting 11 points. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Alright, so they got 11 points, but we got 14. Still a win for us. Alright. A king is an easy one to put down. Alright, we only get 3 points out of that. It's fine. I'm worried about hoarding. I'm scared about winning with a jack. Alright, thank you, Neshko, for getting us a few more points. Puckle, Marden, Yaka, and Yar. He's listing all his birds. Darn it, that got them 11 points. We're still winning, though. It's fine. Will this be smart? Putting down a low card? With the hopes that... My hope was that Neshko would put down enough to win. But he didn't, so... Damn it. That was a bad move on my part. Now we're losing. It's close. Too close for comfort. Alright, let's just get ourselves as many points as we can. Oh no! I didn't realize that was a sweeper. Oh no! I'm stupid. I set the sweeper. Oh good, I think we won anyway though. Okay. Thrilling right until the end. Alright. Bidding. Can I make stars win? No, I can't. No sweeper. Okay. They start off good. I can't beat that. Might as well give them 0 points. Okay. Aha! Yay! Nice going, Neshko. I kind of knew that he would pull that off because no one else was putting down the king, and I feel like if they had the king, they would put down the king. Alright. That's a little momentum for us. Okay. Okay. What do I want to put down? Queen of Shells? Sure. Yeah. Alright, have we caught up? We have more than caught up. Nice. Okay. Oh, you gave them 11 points, Neshko. It's very close right now. Oh boy. Okay. Good. That got us the points. Close now. We're getting there. Damn it. Okay, we're still winning by very little. Oh well. Oh boy, it's close. This is really exciting. I know I'm not saying much, but it's really exciting. I'm just enraptured. I'm enraptured by the game. Yeah, we're gonna lose this round, but not by much. Okay, maybe by much. Okay, we're very close. Alright, who's gonna bid? Who's gonna bid what? Okay, shells are winning. There's really no point in trying to pass up shells. Although Neshko obviously isn't confident in this. So I have a lot of points and stars, so yeah. Nice. Good way to start, I guess. I guess there aren't really any house rules here. It's more about tutorializing bidding and hoarding. Which is a good thing, I guess. Come on, put one down with a point value. No. Okay. Come on, Neshko. Hurry up. Stop thinking so dang much. Okay. Yeah. I figured if someone had a king, they would have put down a king. I don't have... Ugh. My only fish card gave them points. Okay. There are a lot of points here that aren't being collected. We're all hoarding our big, high point value cards. Why did I do that? For some reason, I thought that would help us win. That was stupid of me. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I think with that one move, I just lost us the game. Oh well. Oh. Neshko, you helped us a great deal. And it's very close now. Oh boy, it could actually go either way now, I think. Yes. Okay. I turned it around. We turned it around, Neshko. You and me. It's still very, very close, but it's okay. Alright. Oh, it's so close now. My heart is pounding. Alright. Alright. Oh, wow. We actually won. That round, at least. Oh my god, we won. That was really exciting, actually. Chandlery champions. Philpot looks down at the table, then at his hands. Well, well, well. A fair rival for Philpot, finally. Fair rival? Ha! Molpe sighs. We did win. Indeed. You're supposed to be on my side. Thank you for your time, but we have to move on. Philpot nods and smiles. It was a great game. Yay. Do we get anything for winning? I don't think so. Alright, let's talk to Magna. We got a little time left. Let's toss of the coin. Molpe strides over to the mechanic's boat, with Neshko trailing awkwardly behind. She thrusts the coin at Magna. Take it back. I'm no hoarder. Magna rolls their eyes. You've been talking to Lilik. I've no interest in getting in the middle of a trader's fight. I've got more important things to do. Magna sighs, resigned. I'm just trying a little something new. These old traders, terrified of change. They're saying they want me out. That's bad when a community turns. Molpe softens. Sorry to hear about the trouble. But we can't afford to get mixed up in it. I can't take it back. That would be a bad trade. Toss it if you want, but it's yours. Molpe looks down at the coin. Ade grabs for it, again. Ade wants it. I say give Ade what they want. Molpe studies Magna, then puts the coin back in her pocket. Maybe we'll find a use for it. Magna smiles, relieved, and returns to their work. Okay. We got something from the Galleria. We have an anchor now. Flush at the float. An anchor. A sieve and wave of the heart. Okay. And we can do this now. Distractible guard. Heartfelt welcome. Molpe is brandishing the book from Annette's. A gift for you, friend. The guard's eyes widen. Oh my moons. He grabs it from Molpe's hand and flips it open. It was the moon's dark and the crew of the Nightbird. Like it? Anika. Oh no. Or Anika. Or Anika. Something like that. Reckon that's our ticket inside. She eyes the entrance to the storehouse. The guard has eyes only for the book. Alright, let's go inside. Oh boy, there's a lot to look at, and I think we'll do that next time. We will get the stolen goods for the gardeners. And until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Saltsea Chronicles.